Ribbit. Okay. I was cooking dinner out back on the grill, and it dawned on me that I did my doc type wrong. So I'm just gonna come over here and find my doc type, which is right here, and put it there. Save that, and I think I'll just probably just come over here and do the same thing over here. Let's say. Then if I look at the source here, you see the doc type's wrong. So I refresh the page and the doc type's correct. And another thing that I thought of, that I have no idea if it'll work or not, but I almost want to say it's not going to work, maybe. Now we can come over here and put a values. And then look right here. It's probably not going to work because my tab completion isn't working or whatever. Or my automatic auto indent. I don't know why I keep calling that tab completion, but it is for me. If that would work, then I could come over here and close that format out, let's say. And then if I was doing that, I want to get rid of these too. That one's fine. And then I would probably have to do a new format here, I think. So format nil, let's say. That key I was looking for is alt space. If I'm just right here and hit alt space, it'll get rid of all the extra white space sitting there. And then I'd have to close this because that's a variable. I probably need to put the little tilde right here. And then here, I do that once again. Alt space. And that should be correct, but now I got to close values. And then if I come over here and refresh, it says no way. And unless I type something wrong, what that means is, because I'm inside this easy handler, maybe if I was using Hunchentoot's dispatch table, you could do your own. I don't know if it would work, but it's just more complicated. I don't want to read all this right now. But I wonder if there's like a values in here. Return two values. It's for authorization. Yeah, so I root back. What about multiple? Multiple choices, multiplexing, multiple servers, multiple threads, multiple choices. No. I don't know, for me it kind of sucks that you're breaking the list paradigm. So if I was to come over here and let's say like find my slider REPL, then I could say like values, and say format nil high, and then format nil by, let's say, and see how it prints both of these. So it's, like even inside the common Lisp itself, format itself doesn't look very Lispy, and neither does the loop command, or loop's a little DSL too. So the only other thing I could think of first is, I'm thinking it won't matter, but maybe I could put that up here. Oops. That's what happens whenever you don't hit Control J and your form's complete. So if I pasted, well, I messed up my paste. It's probably still going to freak out. And yeah, it's still an error over here. So I'll get rid of this and get rid of this. Let's get rid of this line too. So what I'm thinking, maybe if I come over here, I'm just going to kill this line and then kill that line. Alt space to get rid of that, just so it looks better for me. And I still have these right here. So maybe, yeah, whatever. Just closing that format. All right, so I had to get rid of the one for values in the TBNL. If I hit enter here, now, I know this is ugly, but whatever. What I'm going to do is I'll get rid of that too. So I'm going to say def parameter, and I'm just going to call this like rf index head. And then hopefully I don't have to break these apart. And it's cool if I just type all this in at once. Def parameter rf menu doesn't need to be here. So here I could just probably do the format command, could I? No, here I don't even need this, I don't think, because RF menu is already there. So I can kill this. And then if I say def parameter, and then call this RF index, it's going to call it body. Now I know up here the head actually is opening the body, and down here it's closing it, but just for simplicity's sake, maybe I don't care about that. And maybe I can run both of those there. And so if I was to say RF index head, it'll print the the head and the opening of the body. And if I was to say RF, I could probably just say plus plus, right? Or star star, but or plus plus, or no, because I didn't type it yet. RF index, what did I call it? Body, right? It'll print the other half. And before it gets too long, maybe I'll just go ahead and copy these out. So I can come over here and Control X B, and then setting up URI index. One ugly way to do it. One ugly way to do it. And then if I come back over here, so ugly. So here I'll just say alt space, and then if I hit enter, okay, alt space, enter, alt space, enter, alt space, enter, and then that way it's a little less ugly. And then I almost want some HTML. Right here it doesn't really matter, but if I look at the source, then maybe this will look a little cleaner to me anyway. I kind of don't care about my body tag being lined up. I like it like this, actually. And then we'll say another ugly way to do it without super ugly format directives. And then add the body there. I guess I'll just put it under there. So now if I can find out what I was doing here, it was this guy. And then I'll have to come back over here and paste that, let's say. And I'm just going to do it like this, so it's not so long. And then once again, I don't care about my body. And this P tag right here, and I'll just leave it like that. All right, so I'll save that. And then if I come back over to what I was doing before, this long thing, I could change this. Now, I want to get rid of this line. I'll get rid of this line. And then I'll get rid of everything else right here, let's say. And then, I guess I still have to do the ugly these. But now I could say RF index head, and then RF menu, and RF index body, let's say. And those are all variables, so I don't need quotes or nothing around them. And then hit this. Now this should probably work. All right. So maybe it's a little cleaner. So you just have to change these depth parameters when you want to mess around with the actual HTML. And then if I was looking at the source over here, let's say, those spaces didn't come in because I did that not on the server. And so for right now, I'm worried about that. But if I was to come over here and do that, I got to do it with my depth parameters though. And mostly it would just be up here, I guess. If I wanted my head, let's say I go like this. And then theoretically, if I wanted this right here to have two spaces for my thing, then here I should go to hit enter. And if I refresh that, then it reformatted a little bit better. But here, the p tag just moved over like this. But like I could reformat that to where all that stuff was on separate lines, kind of like right here. But whatever. Maybe that's a cleaner way to sit here and build these things, just so I could have like little depth parameters. Yeah, of course it's ugly or whatever, but it doesn't have to look like this. My whole format tag's not so huge, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'll have to start messing with that CO who eventually, just to make it more Lisp-like, I guess. And I guess, you know, it didn't really like me trying to like weave in and out of there. Although if I could use the values there, maybe it wouldn't look so bad on this one. But whatever. I'm going to cut it off there. I just thought about that as being an easier way to at least understand your format coming in down there. So maybe I would come over here and copy that too, actually. And then put this right here. And then maybe even come over here and see if that reformats any better if I hit tab, and it doesn't. And then it's right here. One ugly way to do it. I want to separate these guys right here though. So maybe I'll just go like this. And first, ugly, URI, and then change that to the format command maybe. Using variables to store HTML, let's say. And then at least right here, over here, and say, and second, ugly URI with variables, I guess. And I might even go like this too. Maybe I'll cut that right here. Oops. And paste it back. Put that there. So you can see the difference between these guys here. In Vim, it's really easy to put these out with the same length as this, but the Emacs way to do it is a little more funky, but for now, I'll just do it that way. Or, maybe they should have been the other way around. I just like it to be like the same length, I guess. And this way it looks separated more, I guess. So probably if I just did all that backwards. And then put that there. I guess I should probably upload the source that I'm messing with too, but for now I'll just get it stuck in the video until I know what I'm doing, and then I'll make maybe a separate tutorial in text for people who hate looking at videos. Ribbit.